What's up, everybody? It's Mike with RA Off-Road Adventures. I have got a nail in my tire today, and today I'm going to be showing you how to use this tire repair kit. I have a nice tire repair kit, and right here from Rhino USA. I'm going to be showing you how to remove it. This was the culprit that got in my tire. Nice little nail. First step, remove the nail. Tire repair kit does come with pliers, so you can remove any nail or any obstruction that is in your tire. If you have a screw in your tire, you should always have a screwdriver in your tool repair kit that you keep in your car. The Rhino kit does not come with a screwdriver, but you should always keep a Phillips and a flathead screwdriver in your tire that you can remove that screw easily. So first step, remove the screw, remove the nail. I didn't show you that part because you simply you pull it out. The next step is you're going to take your reamer tool right here, and it comes with some nice tire repair lubrication. Now you're going to want to insert this into the tire and screw it down and kind of into the tire, and you're going to make the hole a little bit bigger, and that's going to make it easier to get your plugs and stuff back in there. So simply all you do, you just kind of open this up, crack that seal if it's not already cracked, take your tool, put it down in there with some of the lube, twist it around a little bit, get some of that lube on the tip of it. No dirty jokes, people. I know what you're thinking. Anyway, you'll take this, and next you're going to kind of remount that tire. Let me show you that real quick. So as you can see, here's a nice little hole right there from the repair kit. You can hear it coming out. So you're going to take that in there. It's going to kind of insert that down in there. It's going to take a little bit of strength and a little bit of work. Just going to kind of work that around, twist it down in there until that tool goes all the way down in there. And I will show you that right now. Hold on one second. All right, folks. So you got your reamer tool here. If you got a little lube on there, you're going to take that. You're going to work that down in your tire. You're going to twist it down. It's going to take a little bit of pressure when you're twisting that down in there, but just twist it down real good. But that's what your lube is for. Just know there's going to be a lot of pressure built up in this tire as the air is coming out and you make this hole bigger. There's a possibility of dirt and debris and stuff being down in the hole or being around in the tire. That's going to come shooting that debris up. And you just need to be careful that you don't get anything shot back up into your eyes and stuff like that. You know, safety first, right? And so you're just going to kind of twist that down as you're pushing it. It's going to take a little bit. It's going to be pretty hard to push it down, but you're going to want to twist that around. What that tool is going to do is, as it makes that hole bigger, that puncture hole bigger, it's going to separate the steel threads that are on the inside of your tire without damaging them too much, and make it easier for this plug to go through. Because of the next step, you're going to have to get a plug and plug this down into the tire. So as you're inserting that plug in, that's going to take a little bit of work and a little bit of strength to do. But when you're inserting that plug in, if it don't go quite right, you can always break out your tool, your reamer tool again, twist it around back and forth like this a little bit, make that hole a little bit bigger, make it a little bit easier to get that plug in there. So you're just going to go all the way down to the base like this. So it's kind of flush. You got your head right here flush. Then you're going to twist it and work it back out like so. You're going to have a lot of air that's going to be coming out of your tire after you do that. I'm going to insert this back in just to kind of minimize the amount of air coming out while I get my plug inside the tire tool. All right, in this next step, your tire repair kit is going to come with these right here. These are very sticky. Those are your actual plugs. You're going to peel one of those off. And the idea is you got to thread this into this eye hole right here. Sometimes it can be a little tricky when you're pulling it through. So you can either use your fingers, if you don't mind them getting sticky, but your idea is you want to get it halfway in between like that. If you're having trouble pulling that through with your bare hands, you can always use your pliers, grab one end once you get it through and pull it through. And you can always put a little bit of lubricant on the end of that plug right there as well, and that'll make it a little bit easier to slide through. And so what you're going to do after this, what this is for, is you're going to insert this all the way down in your tire. You're going to twist it around. Then you're going to hold this part right here as you're pulling it back up like that. And it's going to pull that plug back up, and then you're going to trim off the excess. Let me show you that right now. All right, so now that I have my plug threaded through the tool right here, I'm going to go ahead and remove this reaming tool. I'm going to insert this. Now this is going to be a little bit tougher than the reaming tool was. So you're going to have to use a little bit of force. You might need to get down there, put your whole body weight on there. Might take some time, but don't give up, because it can be done and it will be done. This is going to save you the difference from, you know, having to change a tire, or if you run your vehicle without a spare tire. A lot of people do the spare tire delete. You're going to need this. I'll always keep an air compressor in my car to air up my tires in case something like this happens. Some people have onboard air, which makes it easier. I went down to Home Depot or Lowe's and I bought me a little $100 compressor that I keep in my car. So after my tire's plugged up, I just plug up my air compressor, run my air compressor. 10 minutes later, I'm back on the road, folks. Simple as that. Remember, always be prepared, right? So let me show you this real quick. So you're just gonna kind of untwist that out like that. You're gonna have a lot of air that's gonna be coming out of your tire. You're gonna take your plug right here. You're gonna kind of shove this down in here. Now you don't want to twist that. You're gonna want to push this straight down. You really don't want to twist this when you're coming in here, because if you twist it, you're gonna risk breaking this plug right here and it's not gonna work. So you're gonna have to put some full pressure on here and kind of get it down, and it might take a minute. And if you're having trouble getting it out, remember, it's okay to pull this out, get your reaming tool, make the hole a little bit bigger, right? And you got 40 of these things inside your kit, 40 or 50 of them. So if you break one of the plugs and you have to use another one, use another one. It's not that big of a deal. As you can see, it takes some work to get this down in there. So there you go. Now it is all the way down. All right, this is what this tool should look like once you got it inserted. So you're gonna want this right here all the way down to it. And if you look in here, come around the other side, you can see a little bit of the plug right here sticking back up out of the hole. And what you're gonna do when you pull it up, you're simply gonna keep pressure down on this plate right here while you're pulling this up. And so that way it's gonna pull up, it's gonna tear that plug, and that plug's gonna be inside your tire, and you're gonna be good to go. All right, so I'm just gonna take my fingers right here. I'm gonna put it on the top of that little plate and hold that down as I'm pulling this straight up like that. Then it just pops right out. Look at that. No plugs on the end of that. And this is what a plug tire looks like. As you can see now, I got my plug sitting up here. Got a little bit of excess in there. There's no more air coming out. Now your tire repair kit does come with a nice razor right here. You're gonna use that to cut off the excess of that plug poking up right here. Now be careful, this is a razor blade, so it's gonna be very sharp. And we're trying to repair a tire today, not a finger. So just be really careful when you're cutting that excess off, okay guys? And that's just pretty straightforward. You're just gonna take that and just kind of try not to cut down. You don't want to cut more of the tire, right? So you're just trying to cut that plug right there. You're just cutting the excess of the plug and just kind of work it around till the excess is cut off like that. See? Oh, get it in focus. That's it, till that excess is cut out. And then your tire plug looks like that. And you're now good to go, guys. Once your tire's plugged up, make sure you put your kit back together. You don't want a lot of loose stuff flopping around. You don't want to lose your tire repair kit, because chances are you need it once, you're going to need it again, right? Now we're just going to take our compressor. We're going to simply plug up our compressor into our Jeep. We're going to fill that tire up, and we're back on the road, baby. Simple as that. That's how you use Rhino USA tire repair kit, guys. Appreciate you.